Statesmen Nation. We're here with Sebastian Rulis, senior men's golfer out of Helsingør, Denmark. Hey, I didn't screw it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate you coming in for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no
I know you guys had a really busy week last week, so probably nice to get back into a little bit of a academic routine.
Yeah.
Even if
I'll
I'm sure you'd
prefer to
rather
play golf.
rather play golf. I understand that for sure, but. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about golf here, Sebastian, and then he's picked out his Statesman 16, so we're ready to go here as well. But first off, you guys had an interesting start to the year, just being that you guys didn't play until this past week. So
Yeah.
I know that kind of worked around Coach Tucker's schedule a little bit, but I think it worked out. I think you guys got a lot of good work in, really got to practice and hone your skills in case you needed to, knock some rust off, any of that. But last week, going right into it, winning 2 titles at Southeastern and then Clark. So, run us over the last month and a half, since you guys have been on campus, a little over a month, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And then, last week with the 2 titles.
Yeah, well, since we came back to school on campus, we've been practicing hard every day and trying to get in shape for the tournaments, and we've been playing a lot of qualifying and trying to get the new freshmen into it, and so they know what we're doing. And then we went down to Spirit Hollow down in Burlington, Iowa, and we had been there. Some of us had been there like the week before, so we played the course, and it was a tight course. Like, you had to hit the fairways in order to play well. And I think some of us managed to do that, and some of us didn't. But it was a tough course, but we came out on top, and we were very happy with that result.
Right, definitely.
And yeah, this weekend we went down to, we went up to Illinois, to Galena, Illinois, and another course that was really tight, and the greens there were really, really tough. Like, they were probably some of the toughest greens we've putted on. My whole time here.
Really fast. And
they're fast and they're slowy as well. So they were tough. If you weren't on the right side of the hole, you're in a bad spot. Yeah, you're in a trouble.
Right.
So we've just been working hard, and now we're just working hard on our next tournament, or preparing for our next tournament.
Definitely.
Where we go up to, I think it's Grandview, we go up and visit,
Yeah, another tough course there. TCI is considered one of the better ones in the state, so you guys are definitely hitting all of the good courses, for sure. So, as the guy that's been in the program now a year, and you got a lot of experience coming from junior college as well. Talk about, I guess, your role on this team. You guys got a bunch of young guys, older guys, trying to mix it all together. Obviously, trying to fill that 5th spot. I think your top 4 are really, really strong, and that's good because you only need 4 scores, so it's all right.
Yeah, that's true.
But that 5th score would be good in case somebody does have a bad day, and still trying to figure that out. But talk about, I guess, your role in the team, even though it is an individual sport and all that, but where you kind of fit in.
Well, I think, the top 4 of us, as you said, we're a strong top 4, and now we need that top 5. Last year we lost Brandon and Clay, who were like 2 other good players, and we kind of have the 5 scores at that point. But when they graduated last year, we now have only 4, and we need that 5th spot. And it looks like we have a lot of freshmen. We need to try and get into that spot. But we also have some of the older guys, we also want to get into that spot. And we just try and motivate them, try and make them shoot low in qualifying, and trying to keep their head steady, and because I think it's all mental for them, because we know they can shoot the scores. It's just about having the head screwed on right, if you can say that. Like, it's all mental, really.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
That's golf.
That is golf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All sports are, but golf especially, you hit one bad shot and your day is ruined, so you have to fight.
And we try and tell each other that one bad shot is not going to ruin the whole round. Like, you can always get it back on the next hole. Just try and do your best, really.
Definitely. What are the expectations for this team? I know you guys came so close last year, getting with just a few strokes of Grandview being a national qualifier, and then the Vikings did what they did. We don't want to talk about them, but anyway, the expectations are high going into this year. What are you guys looking towards actually doing? What's it? this or bust type situation? What's the this?
We want to win every tournament.
Right.
Simple as, like, we want to be the best in every tournament. And this year we have, like, this schedule, this fall, we have a lot of hard tournaments, like with a lot of high ranked teams.
Yeah, definitely at the end of the
But we want to
year,
show that we can play with them. We want to be on top, and if we're not win, we want to be at least in top 3 or something, so we can show that we can play golf.
Yeah.
That William Penn is a good golf school, and that will help not only the golf program but hopefully the whole school to get out there.
Definitely. Well, you guys are on path to do that so far. You won 2 out of 2, so they're achieving their goal so far.
Yeah.
Definitely best of luck as you guys continue moving on. I think it's next weekend, right? You guys are off this weekend. Next weekend, playing at Grandview, so best of luck there, and keep it rolling.
Yep.
Show Grandview who's actually the better team on their own course. That'd be really nice. So, all right, man. Well, we've got your 16 questions here. We're ready to go. He picked them, so he should have good answers for them. So, all right, Sebastian Rulis, what is your nickname?
Over here, I don't really have a nickname, but back home, a lot of people call me Rulis.
Okay.
My dad is named Rulis as well. That's his last name, so everybody calls him Rulis. My sister's called Rulis. I'm called Rulis. If it's not Rulis, it's usually just Seb.
Yeah.
And that's pretty common for a long name like mine.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. All right, coming from across the pond as you did, why'd you choose William Penn? I know you were already here 2 years prior. In the States, but why'd you end up coming to William Penn to finish off your undergrad?
I talked to Coach before I came over here my first year.
Okay.
But at that point I had the opportunity to go to California, so I had the chance to play golf all year round, which was the deal breaker really.
Yeah.
But I think I came back to William Penn, or not back, but I came to William Penn after my 2 years because of Coach. I talked to him a lot, and then I talked to Freddie.
Yeah.
And had he answered all my questions about the school and talked a lot about the golf program, and that was really what got me here.
Yeah.
Because weather-wise is maybe not the perfect spot.
But it's a tough sell to come to Iowa versus being in California for 2 years.
But definitely the program and just the school in general.
Sure.
So.
Very cool. All right. Well, and obviously Denmark's weather pretty comparable to Iowa, so it shouldn't be too much.
The winters are a bit rougher than back home, but other than that, it's more the same.
There you go. Cool. All right. This is always a tough question, but you picked it, so you get to answer it. Who's one person in history you'd most like to meet?
I think as a golfer, most people expect me to say some golfer.
Right.
And I was talking about maybe Tiger Woods, meet Tiger Woods and talk to him.
Off camera.
Off camera. They were talking about in Danish about Tiger Woods. But
I was like, that's all I picked up. I knew they said Tiger Woods.
But I don't know. I've always had some kind of interest in meeting some U.S. president back in the days. Kennedy, Lincoln.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like it's interesting.
Yeah.
To meet some of those guys and see what their views were on different things.
So. How they would deal with the current current situation. Let's just say that. All right, if you could describe Coach Tucker in one word, what would it be?
Awesome.
Awesome. There you go.
He is such a good guy.
Yeah. All right, if you were not playing golf, what other sport would you like to play?
I'll probably play basketball, I think.
Yeah.
If I lived in America, if I lived in America, I would definitely play basketball, not even golf. The thing is, back home, basketball not really a thing.
Right.
Nobody really plays it. So if I was back home, I'd probably be swimming or playing tennis.
Okay.
I think. But over here, definitely I'll be playing basketball because of my height.
Sure, definitely.
But,
and swimming makes a lot of sense. I mean, your wingspan's like this side of the room to that side of the room. So.
But most people, I know one of the guys, or some of the guys on the golf team keeps bugging me about that I can't dunk.
Yeah.
Because I'm 6'8" and I can't dunk. But back home, I don't have the
you don't have to worry about it. Yeah,
I don't have the
who
need
cares?
to jump, so why does it matter?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
There you go. All right. What's some advice you'd give to a junior high school kid? So just a secondary school, a student athlete who wants to play in college.
Well, go for it. It's an amazing opportunity to get to play in college and get to play for your school, and you meet a lot of new guys and or girls if you're a girl, and it's great.
Yeah.
I've not regretted it one bit.
Definitely. All right, obviously you're a world traveler already, but where's one place you'd most like to visit?
When I was really young. I've been around the world with my parents and stuff, and I've been around Denmark, but I've never been to Australia. Okay. We've never really been to Asia. We've been to Thailand once or twice, but Australia was always because it was so far away. It was on the other side of the world, so I was always wanted to go there.
Very cool. All right, when you have spare time, like I said, obviously you guys have a very busy schedule, but when you have spare time, what do you like to do?
Well, I enjoy golfing, but I love to spend time with friends and family and just have a good time, just relax, enjoy.
Chilling and telling stories,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
There you go. What's been your biggest challenge so far in life? So, however you want to answer that.
Well, if you talk about the golf game, it's probably in my head.
Okay.
Mental stuff is always bugging me on the course, but I feel like this year coming back and the half of or the spring semester, I was getting there. I was getting more confident with my golf game, and now coming back, I'm a lot more confident than I've ever been. So I'm looking forward to get going and keep playing.
Very cool. All right, if you could go back in time, what year or what time period would you go back to?
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to the 20s, just because I feel like that's a cooler like decade, and the 60s, 70s, and 80s. 70s and 80s mostly because of the music.
Right.
Like I love disco and old rock and that kind of stuff, and that comes from my parents and my family. So those are probably the decades I would love to go back and travel into.
Well, they gave you a good upbringing if they're growing you up or having you grow up on 70s and 80s music. So there you go. All right, 3-part question. What's your favorite time of day? What's your favorite day of the week? And what's your favorite month of the year?
My favorite time of day would probably be after school is done.
Right. Okay. Sure.
And day of week would probably be Saturday, because that means I could go out, play golf in the morning, and then go out, have a good time with other friends, or just hang out with family at home.
Yep.
And month, well, February is my birthday month.
Sure.
So that's nice, but I think summer, because I can go golf, and I love wearing shorts. So
there you go.
It's just
enjoy it right now, and then tomorrow it's gonna start getting cold again.
Yeah.
So, all right, if you could learn to do anything that you can't currently do, what would you like to learn?
Fly a plane.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a pilot.
There you go. Never too late, man.
No.
Never ever too late. All right, who's been the most influential person in your life?
My parents.
Okay.
So that's not one, but that's several. My parents and family, sister, and just people around me in general.
Yeah.
Like, they were all supporting me in everything, and I really appreciate that.
Definitely. Putting good people around you. That's awesome. Cool. All right, do you have any pets?
No, it wasn't even mine. My sister had a rabbit many years ago that died, and that was kind of like a family member to us.
Right.
But I've always wanted a dog, but my mom is not a big fan of it, because they always think that they're the ones gonna walk the dog. And
trust me, as a parent, that's exactly what happens.
But I've always, when I get my own place someday and like start my adult life, I'll get a dog.
when you grow up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 2-part question. What's one activity that absolutely terrifies you, and how much money would it take to do it?
Holding a spider. Holding like a big spider. I hate spiders. I can't do that. How much money it would take, I don't know. I could probably get convinced into without money, but...
Well, especially if it wasn't a poisonous one.
Yeah, exactly. It'll take a lot of convincing to do.
Yeah, no, definitely, I understand. And finally, obviously you love golf, so it'd be very tough to say, okay, not be a professional golfer, because I'm sure that's probably your dream job. But if money were no object and you couldn't be a pro golfer or a pro athlete, what would your dream job be?
I'll be a pilot.
There you go.
I've always wanted it.
Yes. No, that sounds very cool.
I wanted to take it through the military, but I'm too tall to do it through the military.
Well, they just make an extra big, big suit for it, or a big plane for it, and all that.
Yeah. No, but definitely a pilot. That'd be cool.
Very cool. All right, man. Hey, you're far away from home. Yeah. Shout outs to people back home.
Well,
you can talk in Danish and everything. That's
I was going to say thank you to my parents for giving me this opportunity to be here, and my sister and the rest of my family, and that's. Very cool. Thank you for the golf team and everybody around me to make this such a good time. Yeah, well, we're loving having you, and I love the low scores you're shooting, so you guys keep it up. Best of luck at Grandview next time out, and keep it up, guys. Thank you.
All right, thanks.